Ms. Lockridge, you've dragged the defendant, Mr. Tidwell, to court because he has refused to acknowledge your 10-month-old son, King. You are 100% sure he's the father and claim today's results will prove your case. Mr. Tidwell, you say you were never in a serious relationship with Ms. Lockridge and you were stunned when she told you she was pregnant. The timing leads you to suspect that baby King's father must be another man. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Lockridge, tell me about Mr. Tidwell's relationship with your son.
Your Honor, Mr. Tidwell does not have a relationship with my son. The only time he's actually seen my son is when I've made it a convenience for him and brought him to him. That means traveling 4 hours on bus, driving 2 hours on the car to drive to him. He hasn't helped with diapers. He barely helped with any clothes, and it hurts. It's frustrating. He named my son King, and how am I supposed to raise a king, and he's not there?
You named him King, Mr. Tidwell?
Yes, Your Honor.
But you don't have a relationship with him?
Nope, because, Your Honor, I think she's more wants me to be the dad than she really believes I'm the dad. She's obsessed with me, and she's done a lot of different things to make me feel like I'm not the father. She's left town. She's left me with the baby for weeks.
It was not a week.
She hasn't communicated with me. She has other men around.
But you named the child.
She gave me the right to do that. She talked to me. I wasn't there at the birth. She only called me when she had the baby.
Things that make you feel like you weren't the only person she was sleeping with at the time King was conceived. Tell the court.
She has another guy that she was sleeping with.
During the time that you were having sex with Ms. Lockridge, were you aware of anyone else she was involved with sexually?
Not personally, but we weren't.
There was nobody else.
We weren't.
I'm not going to drive. I'm not going to ride the bus 4 hours.
We were not
take
in a
3 buses to come sleep with you if I got that in my backyard, though.
It was just
really
sex. And
have you seen me though?
And so, how did you find out she was pregnant?
She came over to my house. We hung out. The next day, I see a piece of paper on my bed. I grab it. I looked at it. It was a note with an ultrasound in it.
What did the note say?
I'm not sure the exact words of the note, but it said that she didn't know how to tell me this, and she's sorry she had to tell me like that. So I called her. She didn't answer the phone. She ended up leaving me a text message saying that she was sorry and that she didn't know how to tell me that she was pregnant.
That reaction, Ms. Lockridge, you believe he's just not telling the truth?
Because I know for a fact that he's his father. He was the only one I was
Your Honor, I finally got something from him.
I was happy that I was pregnant, so I'm not going to ruin that happiness by telling you in front of your brother that I'm pregnant with you when I don't know how you were going to react, because every time I bring anything to you, you react all negative and I get sideways. When we conceived my child, I told him I just had my period a week ago.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
He said, shut up, and we kept going at it for
That's
wow.
a lie, Your Honor.
Why would
That's
you
a
say
lie,
something like that?
Okay, so in light of that romantic conversation.
I know, right?
Yeah. Wow.
You thought that he wanted or didn't mind if he got you pregnant.
I mean, he just got another girl pregnant 4 months prior, and I asked him, what you gonna do about it? He said, if it's mine, then I'm gonna take care of it. So next time I come over, heck yeah, I'm excited.
So you hear he got another girl pregnant.
Yep.
And then it made you excited to be pregnant?
No, when I found out I was pregnant, I was excited because I was gonna have his baby.
Because you loved him.
I love him. I have a lot of love for him, but am I in love with him? No, because he doesn't treat me the way. I'm not obsessed with you. If I was obsessed with you, there wouldn't be nobody else.
Oh.
Okay. Go forward to the pregnancy. During that time, is he participating at all?
Not at all. Not at all. He didn't care about. I texted him when I was every doctor's appointment, all my weight gains, the weight changes. I even sent him voice recordings of the heartbeat, all that, like the works. When I had my son, I was in labor for 36 hours completely by myself, to the point where the nurse that was with me, she had to call the doctor and ask the doctor if she could stay with me because I was by myself.
Your Honor, I didn't know about the pregnancy or know about her having the baby until she was at the hospital having
That's
the baby.
a lie. I texted him. I'm on my way to the hospital. I'm fixing to have this baby tonight.
I had a job. And I worked every day. I can't just take off a day from the day before she's telling me something. Today. And then again, I'm not for sure who she has up there trying to be the dad.
I need a father for my child, not a dad. You're the dad. You're the sperm donor. I need my son to have a father.
All right, I'd like to hear from your mother, Mr. Tidwell. Miss Harrington, will you please stand? Step up to the podium. You are Mr. Tidwell's mother.
Yes.
What do you believe, ma'am? Do you believe this is your grandson?
She is very obsessed with my son.
I'm not obsessed. I was in love with him.
All she talks about is how much she wants to be with him and how she's got a prayer closet at home for him. One day he's going to be her husband. Well, you know, this is just obsession, really.
But he has admitted, Mom, to being intimate with Miss Lockridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why is it so far-fetched that he could be King's biological father?
Because there was such a long span of time in between. I don't know anything about this young lady, really.
Fine.
Understand how a mother could actually leave her child with people that she doesn't really even know very well for 2 weeks.
It wasn't
and
2
get on
weeks.
the
It was
plane
Thursday
and
to
go
Tuesday
to
to
Nevada,
Nevada.
saying she had
No
a modeling
explanation.
job, just all of a sudden just jumps up and leaves this baby with us. We took care of the baby at that time.
And she said she was in Nevada. I call her. I'm like, when are you coming back? Like, I have stuff to do too. I have, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, boom, she was there to pick him up with some
So wait,
guy.
she
Because
dropped-
you threatened you threatened to
What's
take my son. I was in
Why are you
Nevada
leaving with me
doing
for
a
2
photo
weeks
shoot
and I don't hear from
and hanging out with my cousin.
don't hear
because she
from her
was
for
fixing
2
to have her
weeks.
baby. I was helping her get her house
Nevada?
nested. Yes,
Getting
in Nevada,
paid
and I
at
was
a
doing a
modeling
photo
job?
shoot. I can give you the proof
Getting
of the
paid
photo.
at a Molly job, you said you
Sure
getting paid
do.
to model.
Sure do.
Okay, so the bottom line is you call them and say, can you keep King?
I said, did you want to spend time with your son? Because I'm fixing to go take a modeling shoot in Nevada.
No,
and hang out with my cousin.
that
She
was
just
not
dropped
it.
the
Yeah.
baby
She
off.
came to
No, I
visit
didn't.
and brought him to visit. While she was visiting, she decided to leave.
Yes.
Okay.
Not
Donna-
called. There wasn't.
During the visit?
Yes.
just up
yes,
and left.
Yes.
No, I didn't.
We didn't see her
That's
for
a
2
bold-faced
weeks.
lie. I don't care what you say, bro. On my mama, bro. I told them I was
wow.
going to
I
Nevada
did-
for a
that's-
photo
wow.
shoot. I asked him specifically, do you want to watch your son?
That's a
Do you
lie,
want to
Your
spend some
Honor.
time with your son?
No.
If not, I can take him.
I believe in Miss Lockridge's mind, she was leaving her child with his father.
But she left for 2 weeks.
No.
When I call her
Thursday
to
to
ask her
Tuesday.
when she's coming back, she said she'll be back when she get back. All of a sudden, I said, well, then I'm just going to keep him and to figure out if he's mine. And
No.
she
It's called
came
airplane.
within an hour. She was there with
No,
a
I
man
lied.
and picked the boy up. Came in, snatched him up, left, and I didn't hear from her
Okay.
for a week.
Within an hour, she was there with a man.
Yes.
Yes.
A guy in the car. And I'm like, where you going? Who you with? Oh, don't worry about it. Ooh. And she just snatched him up, left most of his stuff, bottles, and
Yeah.
just left.
That's
Yeah.
a bold-faced lie, and I don't care what
So
you say.
wait,
Talking smack.
so when she appeared with a man, you thought maybe that man was the father?
I
He's
didn't
my
see the man. I
mentor,
seen him in the
first off.
car. I don't know who he is.
Right.
We're gonna get down to the bottom of this is to get the result.
Move.
Yes.
Ron,
Ma'am.
these results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Lockridge versus Tidwell, when it comes to 10-month-old King Tidwell, you are not his father.
Are you kidding me?
Messed up, man.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
From the bottom of my broken heart, Wallace Tidwell, I'm sorry. And to your whole family, I apologize. I have no idea who his dad is at this point.
We knew that. We
I'm
know
sorry,
that.
but I didn't
It's
sleep.
okay. Calm. Oh, dude.
Oh, Ron, get her.
Oh, boy.
All right.
I knew it. I knew it.
Doing firemen. Okay.
Gianna, calm down, babe. It's okay. We're all here. We're all here.
Juliana, I'm here with you. I'm not gonna leave you. Okay?
Let it out.
Calm down.
It's okay. Okay. All right. Let it out. Let it out.
Just sit down, honey. It's okay. It's okay.
Talk bad about it.
We handle very serious issues in this courtroom. And I think what we all witnessed today is she truly believed that, Mr. Tidwell, you were her child's father. The truth, sometimes it breaks us down. And we need a minute to process it. And she needs a minute.
Yes.
She's with Dr. Jeff Gardier, and he is going to take good care of her.
I'm not going to shun her out. We love this baby.